What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. Today I want to talk about Mac McClung and just kind of his draft stock and if it's rising ever since he went to the NBA G League Elite Camp, his performances there, and just talk about Mac McClung in this year's upcoming NBA draft. Before we get into the video, I just want to quickly say if you're a fan of basketball, whether it be high school, college, or the NBA, make sure to hit the subscribe button and join the conversation. We love interacting with you guys in the comments. Hit the like button on this video and share it with your friend. And let's get right into the video. So today we're going to be looking at Mac McClung and kind of just talking about his draft stock, this upcoming NBA draft, if he'll get drafted, his performance at the G League Elite Camp, and just talk about Mac McClung really. So first I want to start off by saying that Mac McClung was invited to the NBA G League Elite Camp there. While there, he did, impress some people, get on some more teams' radars, I guess you could say. Part of that has to do with his athleticism. He also played pretty well, I guess you could say, in the first scrimmage that they had at this camp. Looking at his athleticism, everyone knew he was athletic, but he didn't really show it too much in college. I mean, in high school, he was doing all those crazy dunks and showing how much of an athlete he was. However, once he got to college, both at Georgetown and Texas Tech, he didn't necessarily show it as much. Didn't really have any crazy dunks, nothing like that. But at this elite camp, he had a 43.5-inch vertical, and in the NBA's version of the 40-yard dash, apparently he put down the fastest time since 2001. So he showed that he can still jump out the gym. I guess he's really fast, apparently, according to this, their version of the 40-yard dash, fastest time since 2001. So that's really good to see. Looking at his performance in the games, and the scrimmage, in the first scrimmage he had 11 points and he took a charge in like a one-on-one transition play. So that was really good to see. The thing that I want to talk about too with this 11-point performance in their first scrimmage is kind of in typical Mac McClung fashion, as I'd like to call it. He scored 11 points, but was on 5 of 11 shooting. That's kind of how Mac has always been. He can score the ball when he wants to. However, he's usually not very efficient. He's not super efficient, not super consistent either. He's pretty streaky, and kind of just one of the knocks on him too in college is going down the stretch of big games, late games. He just can never seem to put the ball in the hoop, make big plays really. He had that one game winner against Texas. However, that one, it's a tie game. If he misses it, whatever, they go into overtime, but he does make it and they end up winning that game. But overall throughout the season, he just could never really come in clutch, I guess you could say, down the stretch in big games. Was never really consistent. Wasn't super efficient. He would score a lot of points, but he would take a lot of shots. He's a high volume shooter. If you let him get a lot of shots off, he can score some points and hurt you there. But usually he's not gonna score 11 points on 6 or 7 shots or something like that. It's gonna take him 11 shots to get 11 points. It's not terrible. It's not, I've seen a lot worse. However, they don't like to show that necessarily, that you just talk about how he has 11 points in their scrimmage at this elite camp. However, they don't want to talk about how he was 5 of 11 shooting. Like I said, that's not terrible, not the worst, but it's also just kind of typical Mac McClung. He's just not efficient and not very consistent. So now, does that really affect his draft stock? I don't think so. He apparently had worked out with the New York Knicks prior to this weekend, this G League Elite Camp. So some teams are kind of looking at him. He's on some teams' radars, but honestly, I don't see Mac McClung, really doing anything too crazy to really, lift his draft stock. I'd be surprised if he gets drafted in the second round. If someone does take him in the second round, to give him a shot, then I guess I wouldn't necessarily be against it, or I could see why they would do that. However, he's got a long way to go to become, you know, a decent NBA player. I mean, like I said, the consistency thing, he's going to be coming off the bench. He needs to be able to just consistently knock down the threes. Just try and be a 3-and-D type of player. However, he's not super undersized, but he is a little undersized to be that 3-and-D type of player. I mean, really, he's going to come in and have to guard point guards, even though he's not really a point guard. He's more of that shooting guard position, but he's probably, you know, too small to guard a lot of the NBA shooting guards. Like I said, this performance or these 11 points, you know, taking a charge, that's all good and stuff, but you know, I don't see him doing a whole lot that's really going to help, you know, his draft stock. I think it's just going to come down to, you know, if some team has a second-round pick that they, you know, want to give him a shot, see how he turns out in the summer league. You know, if he can perform well there, give him a roster spot, and you know, see what he can do coming off the bench. If he can help your team in any way. However, I don't think he's gonna, you know, all of a sudden become a high second-round draft pick or nothing like that, you know, just overnight or because of one performance. He's still gonna always have those knocks on his game. Personally, I think he should have gone back to college for one more year. Try to figure out that, you know, consistency and you know, just efficiency issues that he kind of has. Prove people wrong with that. Play one more year, then try to get drafted. But, you know, he's decided to stay in this draft. He's sticking it out. He's gonna hopefully, you know, get some more workouts, and maybe he'll impress some teams in his, you know, in his group workouts or individual workouts, whatever he has here before the draft. But I'm not too sure if he can really raise his draft stock, you know, too much. So leave your thoughts in the comment section down below on Mac McClung. I mean, if you were a team, would you take a second-round pick? You know, take a chance on him with a second-round pick? Just what are your thoughts? Leave that all in the comment section down below. Let us know what you guys think and how this draft you think is going to go for Mac McClung. So hit that like button on this video. You know, hit the subscribe button. You know, we appreciate all the support, all the new subscribers we've gotten. Keep letting your friends know about us. Tell them to subscribe. You know, tell them to comment. We love to interact with you guys. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.